Okay, I still got to try and figure that out. I'm actually breaking right now. Let me. Yeah, and I've got. That's what I don't understand. How you can't get into the room, but I can get, because I'm up to 12 viewers now, and they all got the exact same thing that you got. Let me try something real quick, because like I said, I've already started breaking the first box and don't want to leave you guys hanging. But I'll try and get something to you real quick. Okay. Was it through eBay, or was that through the actual Gmail? Okay, let me try something again. Stand by. Okay. Okay, sorry with that. Let me finish out opening this box, and I got to get him on board. He's having some kind of glitch trying to get in the room, and I want to make sure everybody's got the exact same opportunity to view this stuff. Wish I could see y'all's chat. At least I hope that I'm not seeing a chat because nobody's chatting, but it's hard to say. Let me do this real quick. Hey, thanks, Big Will. I was beginning to wonder if I was going to see any chat at all tonight. I'm trying to get him on board too. I'm getting irritated with these links, but I can't do the breaks without having these sites. But it's frustrating. Okay, so I'm going to send them these, and hopefully that'll bring them in. He says he gets. This is just a first box, Chris. Hopefully he's. I don't know what it is. He says he clicks on it, it comes up to a completely different site, but yet everybody else gets into the room. So hopefully we get him squared away. So anyway, this is box one. I stopped primarily just to get him the links, but the content stayed right here in front of me. Let me see. Okay, just trying to make sure that the stack still goes. So again, just a reminder, if you're first time in the room, I will be tossing these Kid Reporter cards to the side. Don't panic, it's not your cards that I'm tossing. Okay. And again, I only show the hits, but you will get all base and hits. So the first die cut we got is Blake Bortles. Last case was loaded with them. I think we pulled 4 of the Blake Bortles class rings, which is the hardest of the die cuts to pull. Okay. Right off the bat, we got an autoed Prizm. Tennessee Titans. Antonio Andrews, show number 146 out of 200. Set that there. I'll get it sleeved in just a second. Teddy Bridgewater, base Prizm. Okay, we're going to see a lot of those. A lot of good color. Double hit pack. Hands team for the Redskins, that's Pierre Garçon. Underneath that for the Dolphins, old school, Bob Grease. Grease. I know I always butcher how some of these names are pronounced. Okay. These are hobby only. These are the orange. Okay, it's Tyler Gaffney for the Carolina Panthers. Okay. Fresh Faces die cut. Johnny Manziel. Okay, I see a nice, interesting Prizm there with Eddie Lacy, but I'll get to that in just a minute. This one is Steven Jackson for the Atlanta Falcons. Okay. Ben Roethlisberger, Pittsburgh Steelers. It's another hobby-only parallel. Okay, Believe the Hype die cut. Teddy Bridgewater, Minnesota Vikings. Okay, these little wave prisms. It's 72 out of 99, and that's Jordan Matthews for the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay. Air Marshals, Tom Brady, New England Patriots. Nice. Our second auto for the night, Josh Huff, Philadelphia Eagles, is 34 out of 99. And I forgot to sleeve the other one. Getting ahead of myself. We'll go ahead and get those two sleeved real quick. So we're already starting off with numbered autos. That's the same way we left off the other case. So that's excellent. Okay. Okay, now the Eddie Lacy I was mentioning a second ago is the Fresh Faces. This is the refracted version. Some of these refracted versions are as hard to get as 1 in 96 all the way up to 1 in 320 packs. But the Fresh Faces, I think, is 1 out of 120, but I can't remember exactly. Okay, our next die cut. Believe the Hype, Odell Beckham Jr. from New York Giants. Got some more color coming up. This one is Shaq Evans for the New York Jets. Okay. These packs are flipped all up and upside down and whatnot. So, Jimmy Garoppolo for the Patriots. Fresh Faces. Flipped again. Double hit pack, base Prizm, Coney Ealy, Carolina Panthers. Underneath that, the orange, Brett Favre for the Green Bay Packers. Okay, another double hit pack, and one is out of 25. First one though is D'Angelo Williams, base Prizm, Panthers again. This one for the Broncos. This is the tie-dye, Cody Latimer, 22 out of 25. I like to see those. Okay, got our first intro. That's J.J. Watt for the Texans. And then we got a red coming up. These are kind of similar to the X-Fractors in the Bowman product, but it's Tom Rathman, serial number 24 out of 125 for the 49ers. Okay, so box 1 in the books. 16 viewers, and I'm not seeing any follow-up messages, so I'm hoping my buddy from Maryland made it in there. Okay, box number 2. Let's keep that mojo rolling, guys. 2 numbered autos and a tie-dye out of 25 out of the first box. Let's keep it going. Plus that semi-rare. I don't know why they don't serial number, but the die-cut refracted version. I want something huge out of both halves of this case. Good news is we're up to 17 viewers. I think one of them already messaged me, said he'd be at work and wanted the link, so I think we're pretty well. On cue. Okay, cool. We'll talk afterwards, but I don't know if it's through the eBay link that you're having issues with. That's why I sent you both of them, and that's why I used the email address rather than the eBay. So, biggest thing is I want to make sure everybody gets in the room, so I don't want you to feel like you're stranded. It's just frustrating when I can get everybody else in, and there's 1 or 2 that I have problems with. So. But hit me up afterwards. I think you got 3 teams tonight anyway, so I want to make sure you're in here. Okay, the first 2 hits was a Antonio Andrews Prizm refractor auto. I believe that was out of 200, and then a Josh Huff for the Eagles, serial numbered out of 99 auto. And we also pulled a tie-dye. I'm not sure if you saw that as you come in the room or not. But I'll show you guys all the autos at the tail end, and then I'll go through and get everything done, scan, recaps, and all that stuff later. I probably do a little bit more than some, but a little bit less than others. But I try to accommodate everybody. Besides, I like having some sort of history of what I've pulled, so that's why I do scans and such. Also, I was hoping to have another case in time for Memorial Day. That's not going to happen. I had a couple of sales did not go through, so I did not have enough time, or not enough time, but not enough funds to go towards that. So there'll probably be another break, but it'll probably be next Wednesday, the earliest break. Okay, I was hoping to try and garnish enough where I can pick up like a triple threads case or something like that. But if the funds aren't there, the funds aren't there. But we'll build from there. I was just hoping to do something good for Memorial Day. Okay, box number 2. Let's get this in the books real quick. Okay, starting right off with the Air Marshals. That's Matt Ryan, Atlanta Falcons. Double hit pack coming up. Here you go, Brett Smith for the Buccaneers. It's a base. And then Ben Roethlisberger for the Steelers. You know, last case, we got a lot of the... who was it? Oh, Terry Bradshaw. We ran a partial rainbow. I think we got like 5 different versions. So anyway, Nate Washington, Tennessee Titans base Prizm. I got to look at the pricing and stuff. Possibility of Strata or Chrome, and I'm also tossing up possibility of Finest. But the biggest thing was I didn't have the 1200 I needed for the case of triple threads, so I fell short on that. But if they ship it tomorrow, I will not see it until earliest Tuesday because of the federal holiday on Monday. Jeremy Hill, Believe the Hype for the Bengals. Okay, our next hit. This one's serial number 10 out of 75. This is Marquise Lee for the Jaguars. Okay. Carlos Hyde, San Francisco 49ers, fresh faces. Oops. Okay. 2 cards stuck together. I just want to make sure the bottom. Oh, sweet. For the insert. We are keeping up with the pattern, guys. Ed Reynolds, 45 out of 75 for the Eagles. I hope we do 2 or less base autos in this case, too. And MJ, if you got any suggestions on case, I'll research it, and if the price is feasible, I'll take a look at that and weigh my options between what I've done in the past versus if it's something new, and then we'll try and go from there. The biggest thing is trying to have value along with the variety. Anyway, so there's the Ed Reynolds. Okay. Now this is nice. These, I think, are 1 out of 120 packs. This is the Hands team, Des Bryant for the Cowboys, but it's the refracted version. Okay. Next one's intros. Colin Kaepernick for the 49ers. Underneath him, okay, and just so you guys are tracking, this is Andre Roberts for the Redskins. He's in the Cardinals uniform, but if you look down in the bottom, it says traded to the Redskins. Okay, and it's the orange version, not the non-serial number. Okay. Storm Johnson. Jaguars, the green and yellow. Fresh faces for the Saints, Brandon Cooks. That'll work. Yeah, I certainly appreciate it. Oh, sick. Okay, I was wondering when I was going to hit one of these. Okay. For the Buccaneers, and they went cheap tonight. Charles Sims, die cut auto. These are serial numbered out of 25. This particular one, serial number 2 out of 25. That is sick. Okay, base Prizm refractor. That's Blake Bortles for the Jaguars. Okay, and our next intro is Cam Newton for the Panthers. Who had my Bucks tonight? I'm not going to go back and look at my listing. Let's finish this box out. Okay. Devonta Freeman for the Falcons. Okay, so we do have one card that's going to have to be random. I think we had to do this earlier in the case last time, but it's Emmitt Smith for the Cowboys and Adrian Peterson for the Vikings. Okay, so we're going to have at least one random tonight. Unless, of course, somebody owns both teams, but I'm pretty sure the Vikings and Cowboys are owned by separate owners. Okay, Eddie Lacy for the Packers, base Prizm refractor. Okay, trying to keep my hand tilted. Okay, double hit box. This is Alfred Morris for the Redskins, the green and yellow, followed by Mike Evans, serial number 1 out of 10 for the Buccaneers. Okay, so the Buccaneers is on fire. They got the 25 out of 25 auto and the out of 10 gold. Okay, our next Believe the Hype, Jadeveon Clowney for the Texans. And then our last refracted pack is the X-Fractor version, 49 out of 125, Matt Ryan for the Falcons. Underneath that, regular orange, Zach Stacy for the Rams. I'm going to go ahead and sleeve this one. So far, the top 2 teams are the Eagles and Bucks. And like I said, so far we have yet to pull a base auto, so I hope it stays like that because that is sweet. Okay. Seen a good mix of color in this stack too, so let's see how this pans out. Box number 3. Okay, starting right off, one of the red X-Fractors. It's Tamba Hali, 74 out of 125 for the Chiefs. Slide that a little bit. There we go. Okay, double hit pack. Keenan Allen for the Chargers, fresh faces. And underneath that, Anquan Bolden, San Francisco 49ers, the orange. Guys, I'm loving this case even more and more. Marquise Lee, 27 out of... That's not a number. 27 out of 60 for the Jaguars. It's the first one I noticed that it was out of 60, unless I was reading those others wrong. Okay. C.J. Fedowitz, base refractor for the Texans. Okay, double hit. This is Jimmy Graham for the Saints, the hands team. Followed up by Jeremy Maclin for the Eagles. Okay. More color coming up. Here's one of the orange. It's David Yankee, Minnesota Vikings. Okay, Air Marshals. Drew Brees for the Saints. Okay, Patriots, the green and yellow parallel, Stephen Ridley. Okay, here you go, James White, base refractor for the Patriots. So back-to-back Patriot hits. Okay, Andre Williams, New York Giants. Okay, we got another one. The Cowboys are locking in on these head-to-head, Emmitt Smith again, but this time it's with the Bears, Walter Payton. So we're up to 2. Cowboys got a hit on both of them. Then we got the Vikings and Bears. I will ask that you all stick around, because what I'll do is I'll bring up YouTube. That way I can do the screen share, and I'll put the link directly in the room. This is a base, Ace Sanders for the Jaguars. Double hit, Eli Manning for New York Giants. Followed up with Jaquiz Rogers for the Atlanta Falcons. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Okay, Believe the Hype for the Jaguars. You got Blake Bortles. Okay, Austin Jenkins. 36 out of 75 for the Buccaneers. Okay, next fresh faces. You got Khalil Mack for the Raiders. And I forgot to sleeve this one. Give me just a quick note. Okay. Are you kidding me? Okay, guys. This case is sweet. How about our second tie-dye auto for the Raiders? That's Mike Davis for the Raiders. We're halfway in, ain't pulled a base auto yet. This is getting sick. C.J. Spiller for the Bills. Hands team for the Bengals. You got A.J. Green. Intros, Frank Gore for the 49ers. That stack's getting pretty big. I think I've opened up 3 cases before this, and not a single die cut auto, or not a die cut, but a tie-dye auto. And here it is. We're only 3 boxes in, and I've already pulled 2 of them. Gentlemen, I hope this stays this good, this solid. Okay, so we're at the halfway point. Okay, box number 4. You guys are getting quiet on me. I guess all these colored autos are putting you to sleep. Okay. Get a little bit to drink. Okay. I spy a blue card. You guys are familiar, the blues are at serial numbered out of 50. I average about 2 per case. It seems like they're rarer and harder to get than some of the other cards. Okay, starting back off with box number 4. Let's get this done. Okay, first pack, a dud. Okay, going into the intros. There you go, Steven Jackson for the Falcons. Okay. Okay, Andre Williams, New York Giants. Okay, another fresh faces for the Patriots, Jimmy Garoppolo. Underneath that for the Buccaneers, Doug Martin. Okay, base for the Patriots, Darrelle Revis. Okay, Jimmy Graham for the Saints. Got another hands team coming up. This time it's for the Green Bay Packers, Jordy Nelson. Okay. Starting off one of the waves. This time it's Greg Olsen for the Panthers. And it's number 20 out of 99. Okay. Got another Air Marshal. This time it's Matthew Stafford for the Detroit Lions. Hate to break it to you guys. The streak is over. Got our first base auto for the 49ers, Chris Borland. But we did get a Derek Carr, Fresh Faces refractor version. Okay, hands team, Deshaun Jackson for the Washington Redskins. Okay, underneath that we got Tyler Gaffney for the Panthers, orange pillow. And we got Jeremy Hill, Fresh Faces for the Bengals. Okay, on top here we got Tony Romo, green and yellow parallel for the Cowboys. Okay, double hit pack, the first one, Derek Carr, base Prizm refractor for the Raiders, and I did see the blue, Jamal Charles, 27 out of 50, Kansas City Chiefs. Okay, this time you got Jadeveon Clowney, Texans, believe the hype. And then underneath that, Joseph Randle for the Cowboys. Oops. Next X-Fractor we got, Trey Mason, 103 out of 125 for the Rams. Okay, we got our third card to random off. Dan Marino for the Dolphins, Brett Favre for the Packers. So we're already up to 3. We'll be busy with the randoms today. Holy, guys. I have never seen something so. We're 4 boxes in and have already pulled 3 tie-dye autos. 2 of them for the Buccaneers. This is Brett Smith. Serial number 18 out of 25. What in the... Guys, can I have my case back? I have a feeling I lost chat or something because you guys are dead asleep. Okay, box number 5. I'm hoping some Packers could pop up. I'm seeing a lot of teams not showing up. I don't know. I think that leprechaun's dancing behind me. Have any of you guys? I know you guys don't necessarily break with me solely. So, have any of you guys seen a Prizm case like this where it's so heavy with the tie dyes? Because if you guys been in some of my earlier Prizm breaks, we've got we've gotten a few tie dyes, but 3 tie dye autos. That is sick. And we still got this box here that I'm breaking, and the 6th box. I mean, even if we stop right now, it's still been a great break, other than certain teams not popping up. I think he's referring to that leprechaun that keeps... Yeah, exactly. If I can bribe that damn leprechaun to stay here on my lap, I would. That almost makes me want to tear in the other half of the case before tomorrow's break. Don't worry though, I won't do it, but you can understand the temptation, I'm sure. Okay, looks like we got our 4th card to random. We'll find out in just a second. So I'm going to be busy tonight with randoms, sorting, sleeving, scanning. Okay, box number 5, gentlemen. again, if there's any ladies in the room, just let me know. I'm not trying to exclude you. Okay, so someone want to rub that and just give it some more mojo? Let's go. Okay, so we're starting off with serial number. This is Lewis Nix for the Texans. It's 67 out of 75. Okay, Marquise Lee, Fresh Faces for the Jaguars. What, the second half of the case? It wasn't last time, bud. Last time we pulled only one base auto out of the first half of the case and one base auto out of the second half. And out of the second half, it had, I think one of the autos was serial numbered out of 10. So I mean, it was still a solid case, solid half of the case last time for the second half. So the next one is the 250 reward points for Panini. That over there with the randoms. Okay, No Sean Marino, Miami Dolphins. Non-serial numbered. I keep the ones with the regular red serial number. That one there is not. I keep getting confused every once in a while. Okay. And you know, if it is dead, you know it is what it is. But you just never know. Peyton Manning intro for the Broncos. Sammy Watkins for the Bills. And we do have another random. That's what I thought I saw. And tell you what, on this one here, this is Emmitt Smith, Adrian Peterson. So for the Cowboys and Vikings. If you two are in the room, here's what I'd suggest. They're both the same card. Rather than random that particular one off, how about if I send whoever's got the Vikings, let me send one to him and send the other one to the Cowboys. Because I'd hate to see both cards go to one team. I'd like to be able to, you know, split the luck down the middle. But if both you guys are in the room and paying attention for the Vikings and the Cowboys, let me know what you think. Otherwise, if I don't hear anything, I'm going to have to random it off. But I prefer just to split it down there and send each of you one card since it's the exact same card. Trying to make sure I look out for everybody. But Steve Johnson, San Francisco 49ers, the green and yellow. Dante Moncrief, Colts. Here's one that's old school. Jerry Rice for the 49ers. Okay, our next hands team. Dez Bryant for the Cowboys. Followed by another Brett Favre, this time in the Vikings uniform instead of the Packers. Okay, and that's the orange parallel. Okay, for the Bengals, the X-Fractor, Giovanni Bernard. 114 out of 125. Okay, and there's the other Giovanni Bernard for the Bengals, this Fresh Faces version. Okay, so this one's only going to have one auto in the pack. Oh, sick, guys. Sick. How about our fourth auto out of 25? Eli Manning for the Giants. Patented penmanship. Okay, and the serial number is 6 out of 25. Guys, that is 4 autographs out of 25, and we still got one box left. Holy, you guys know the word. And we got a third, I believe, refracted version. Brandon Cooks for the Saints. The other two, I can't remember the teams off the top of my head, but that's the refracted version. Okay, intros. Keenan Allen for the Chargers. Okay, double hit pack. This one is Terrence West for the Browns, orange. And then Gale Sayers, Chicago Bears. Another good old school right there. Fresh faces. This time it's for the Colts. Okay, Andrew Luck. Deion Buchanan for the Cardinals. Okay, and our last one's going to be the hands team. This is Deshaun Jackson for the Redskins. Okay, guys, I'll mention this one more time. I want to split the teams instead of random, but I need you guys' input because I don't want to exclude anybody's wishes. If I don't hear anything, I'm going to have to random both cards and take the risk of both cards going to one team. Okay, so again, that's the Cowboys and Vikings. I got a double card, both of them being Emmitt Smith and Adrian Peterson. So. Okay, box number 6. Keep rubbing it, guys. Let's get this thing done. It's a little after 10. Get this done, get the randoms done, and I can finish my drooling. If it still froze up, you might have to hit refresh on your link, bud. Guys, I don't know if it's autoed or not, but it looks like we got another tie-dye. It's probably a regular tie-dye, but still. Now, I could be wrong. I'm only seeing a hint of the card stick out, but guys, I'm liking this case. I am really liking this case. Okay, seeing as how we got chat, okay, and I'm seeing some input. Here's what I normally do. I'm going to give you guys a moment. This is the last box. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes before I go through the stack. If you guys can guess who the last autograph is, you don't have to have that team for tonight. But if you guys can guess it, it's one guess per person and one selection. In other words, if 2 of you pick Jeb Bush, the first one that picks it's going to stick with Jeb Bush. Anyway, here's what you get. If you guys can guess who the last auto is going to be, it's going to be a $5 credit towards a future break. Okay, last break, Kid Rock correctly guessed Dante Moncrief for the Colts, and that's exactly what we pulled. So, I can give you guys a few moments. Give me some names up there, guys. It's my way of giving back to you guys, so. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, let's get some names up there. person, the correct player. So, like for example, the Giants, you have a chance of getting, like we just saw, Eli Manning, Andre Williams, Odell Beckham. So it's whoever can pick the correct player. So, okay, haha, Clinton Dix for the Packers, gotcha. And we pulled one of his out of the last case too. Carlos Hyde, 49ers. Yeah, gotcha. Carr for the Raiders. Cool. Gotcha. Bills. Sammy Watkins. Come on, 16 of you. I guarantee some of you quit watching the TV out of the corner of your eye. Come over here and get some guesses in. I don't mind giving away $5, but I'd like to make it competitive. Ebron. That's a name I ain't seen pop up in the guesses for a while. And we hadn't pulled him in a while either. Not for an auto. All good guesses, guys. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and go through the box. Here's what I'm going to do. Until I hit the first auto, because there's usually 2 autos. Yeah, he's for the Lions. I got it. There are 2 autos per box, unless one of the cards is one of the Panini points. Okay, so whether I hit a Panini point or an auto, that's where I'll cut my guesses off. So I give you guys a little bit more time to get some guesses in. Again, if you've already got a guess in, you're good, you're covered, I've got you. But if not, hey guys, jump on board. You ain't got nothing to lose, but you got $5 to gain if you guess correctly. Okay, so again, I'm starting down on this box. First auto or points stops the guesses. Okay. Guys, I don't know what's up with this case. Yes, we're pulling out a lot of die cuts, but here's another head-to-head Emmitt Smith, Adrian Peterson, and it's the base one. So we've got 3 of those. Guys, guesses are stopped. We've already got our first auto. Who was asking for Packers earlier? How about Rajon Neal? Green Bay Packers. 24 out of 25. Another. And I say it again, another tie-dye auto. And this is only box number 6. What in the freaky... Well, I'm about ready to get colorful right up in here. What in the hell? Guys, I'm happy for you, but I'm disappointed I didn't keep that case for myself. So, all guesses are stopped. We stop at Ebron for the Lions. Okay, hands team. Pierre Garçon. Holy crap. Okay, guys. I don't know who got the Redskins, but I'm going to show it to you. Apparently caught off the roller. If you look right here, that portion is torn off. Okay? So if you got the Redskins, I'll send you a message on it. And I had to look it up before. But that came out of the pack that way. But I got the replacement info somewhere. I have to look it up tomorrow. And I'll link up with whoever owns that team. Try and get them squared away with their customer service. Damn, I hate to see that, guys. I surely do. I mean, granted, it's not a huge card, but I just hate to see anything damaged. Anyway, you got D'Angelo Williams for the Panthers. Okay, Kelvin Benjamin. He crept in for the Panthers. Okay, Jeremy Hill, fresh faces for the Bengals. I think that's our third base one for him. Okay, C.J. Fedorowicz. I think this is the second one that we got for the Texans of the base Prizm. Okay, here's some old school for the Chargers. You got Lance Allworth. Okay, they even did that nice, cool black and white picture on that one. Comes out real great with that silver chrome background. Okay, for the Vikings, believe the hype, Teddy Bridgewater. Okay, Andy Dalton for the Bengals, 45 out of 25, or out of 125, excuse me. Out of the last case, we pulled 14 out of 25 and 14 out of 50, both of them to his jersey number. So I thought that was interesting. It's hard enough to get one of them match up his jersey number. We get two of them in the same case. Anyway, got another Air Marshal, and this was Russell Wilson for the Seattle Seahawks. Guys, this is... Okay, guys, only one base auto for this half case, just like the last one. Okay. This time, it's Jared Abbrederis, Green Bay Packers. 14 out of 100. So nobody guessed Jared. So that $5 goes unclaimed. Here's Demaryius Thomas for the Broncos hands team. Okay. Hold on a second. Okay, got you. I'm gonna end up random at least the third one though, but I appreciate you letting me know that. Okay, so here we go. Odell Beckham, New York Giants, believe the hype. Flip these over. Guys, I told you I saw another tie-dye. I honestly thought it was just going to be a regular tie-dye, not autographed. Josh Huff, green and yellow for the Eagles. Jadeveon Clowney, fresh faces for the Texans. Okay, Larry Fitzgerald. Okay, this is a double Cardinal pack. This is Larry Fitzgerald for the Cardinals. And then underneath that, you got Kurt Warner. Anybody remember that guy? United States Marine Corps, come back after deployment, got out, did college, and then decided, okay guys, really liking this case. I was talking about Kurt Warner, and I got off on a tangent because I'm an ex-military guy, retired Army. Anyway, you're getting ready to see something that really just excites me. Greg Jennings for the Vikings, green and yellow. But here's what I'm talking about. How about another tie-dye? This time it's Jerry Rice for the San Francisco 49ers. We had two tie-dyes in that box alone. Intro, Steven Jackson for the Falcons. Followed up by Hakeem Nicks for the Colts, 51 out of 99. Gentlemen, bear with me for a second. Let me get these sleeved. This last box was a double packer box as far as auto. That's sick enough. Okay, gentlemen, if you give me a second, I'm going to go through these autos real quick. And then from there, I'm going to go into the stage up the randoms for everybody, okay? Guys, this is just insane. We got 1. We got 6 cards, 7 cards that are 25 or less, and 5 of them are autoed. So, let me see what that message is. Okay, so that's not one of y'all. Okay, so real quick, like I said, I'll go into the random in just a second. But the 2 low number cards, and again, I'll do all the other sleeving later, but Jerry Rice out of 25 for the 49ers. Okay. Followed by Mike Evans for the Buccaneers. That's serial number 1 out of 10 for you guys that does that eBay 1 of 1. Then going into the autos. The only base auto was Chris Borland, San Francisco 49ers. Then we had Marquise Lee, 27 out of 60 for the Jaguars. Eagles, 45 out of 75, Ed Reynolds. Eagles again, Josh Huff, 34 out of 99. I got that glare, so I apologize for that. Packers on board with Jared Abbrederis, 14 out of 100. The red X-Fractor version. Antonio Andrews, Tennessee Titans, 146 out of 200. Then we get into the gold, guys. Charles Sims, Buccaneers, 2 out of 25. Mike Davis die cut or tie-dye, 4 out of 25 for the Raiders. Brett Smith, 14 out of 25. Is that 14? Excuse me, 18 out of 25 for the Buccaneers. Rajon Neal, 24 out of 25, Green Bay Packers. Followed up by the die cut, and these die cuts are really hard to get. I've had cases not got a single die cut, and this is 6 out of 25. Eli Manning for the Giants. Patent penmanship. Okay, guys, let me stop record on this portion so I can get it up there, and I'll get everything set up for the random. Stand by.